advantage naman nun is even if buyer's market, tapos tumataas yung presyo, tumadami yung inventory, that's good for us brokers kasi that gives the developer pressure to give more flexible terms.
Hi future homeowners! Welcome back again to our YouTube channel here at Your Top Realtor. So for today's vlog, we will be heading to Alviera by Ayala. So as you can see, our point of reference will be here in SM Pampanga. So we will enter dito sa 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. Ayan. Yan yung 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. So right now, since again, Alviera is already accessible, no, to mga roads, networks natin. So and diretsuhan lang natin tong 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 na to, and we will exit to Settimgs kasi interconnected mga yan eh. So ayan, diretsuhan lang natin, a few kilometers away lang from point of reference ng SM Pampanga going to Alviera. This location, ayan, sunod-sunod yung mga development dito. Kindly flash that one. This one is Montclair. Si Montclair, ayan, kay RLC naman yan, or kay Robinson's land. So, in the future, ayan, we will also be featuring that one. But our main focus for this vlog will be the Alviera by Ayala land. What I na-mention ko lang yon because again, dito sa area na to, it's really developing. It's the Nuvali of the North. So if you're familiar with Nuvali, so what will happen dito sa Alviera, it's similar with what happened in Nuvali, and it's more way like sobrang huge development because later on we'll be showing you what inside with the site development. Are you excited?
Yes!
So stay tuned and watch the full vlog, and again, feel free to comment down below if ayan, kung meron kayong mga questions, and we're more than happy to answer that about the Alviera by Ayala land. From here, so it's just about maybe around 5 minutes. And 5 minutes lang. So the exit, yung e-exitan natin would be the Porac. So some of the clients wonder why Porac? Porac kasi yun nga, strategically located kasi siya with Clark eh. Hindi naman siya like sobrang layo when you say Porac, but it's close to the Clark. That's why yung exitan natin is Porac. So if you will notice, it's about 2 kilometers away. So yun yung exit point natin. So from the exit point, ayan, we're so excited to show you around with the Alviera, especially the country club, so the school, and even the industrial. So later on, again, we're so excited to show you around sa site development namin. Okay? So we will going to update you as well about the ongoing project and construction updates, and even sa mga ongoing promotions natin. We will check around later. So ayan. And one thing I love dito, habang yan, malapit na tayo, it's the scenery. Ayan. The scenery, if you will notice, ang napaka-peaceful ng vibe, no? May mga bundok, no, na view. You have the view of the mountains, no, na napaka-relaxing yung vibe. That's why when I went to the Alviera, parang na-in love ako because of the place na napaka relaxing. So ayan, maganda yung community, and it's a huge development, and of course it's developed by Ayala, so for sure the development is really, you know, maganda, no? So ayan, malapit na tayo, and yeah, see you later. So, nandyan din pala yung Sandbox, the Salle Botanical Gardens. Ayan. So, they already started the landscaping here, and we also have the commercial lots. So, ayan yung Alviera A block. So, Alviera A block, yun yung commercial area ni Alviera. So, ayan. And what I really love about Ayala when they develop is the road networks. So, the road networks are very, very wide. So, ayan. Diba? Ganda, no? And then, there are already mga residents dito, no, na nakatira na dyan, and they're living. And some of the properties dito are pinapa-Airbnb nila. So, pwede din naman kasi yun. So, let's go. So, bago namin kayo bubusagin ng knowledge and update sa Alviera, bubusagin muna tayo ni Ayala with this sumptuous breakfast. Ayan. So, we have the clubhouse. Ayan, the pandesal, and of course, the egg, and the, beef tapa. And of course, and healthy tomato and cucumber. So, ayan, later, and stay tuned for the updates. So, kain muna tayo.
Yes! Maybe 3 years long in real estate, and this is really, I think, the year that we started to have signs of recovery, not even partial, parang almost full recovery na this 2024. And we see that in terms of the numbers, macroeconomics, GDP is doing good, interest rates are getting lower, foreign direct investments are getting higher. So basically, from an economic perspective, the Philippines has started recovering. Late 2023 and 2024 were on track to full recovery. As of this year, early this year, the Philippines, Metro Manila, was the world's fastest growing luxury property market. If you look this up, sino mga natalo natin? Dubai, Shanghai, China, and imagine all the huge skyscrapers in Dubai. In terms of the luxury market, we top the entire world. And what we mean by this is in terms of value, in terms of increase in the value, yung Metro Manila luxury prices grew much higher than the rest of the world. So this year, we grew by as much as 23-22% compared to even Dubai. So what does that say about our real estate market? So that really says, kita niyo yun, even with Alveo, we've been releasing really good terms. Buyers now can demand more. Even sa resale nyo, I'm sure mas nakapag-demand now yung mga buyers because of what happened. Now we're coming from a pandemic and we're just starting to recover. So syempre, etong mga buyers na to, mas kaya nilang mag-negotiate ng terms nila. And I'm sure that will continue to grow. There is going to be a strong demand for commercial and residential properties. There will be an expansion of hybrid workplaces. Yung uso ngayon may mix na work from home and on-site. Then the prices aren't going down. Pataas pa din siya in the pre-selling market. And that's what we have right now with Alviera. And the advantage naman nun is even if buyer's market, tapos tumataas yung presyo, dumadami yung inventory, that's good for us brokers kasi that gives the developer pressure to give more flexible terms, more discounts. And if you've been asking Debbie to update you for the past few months, mapapansin nyo, this was the first year. I don't think this has been ever offered before sa Alveo. Yung meron tayong 3.5% na AC Ayala Corp discount, 1.9% na Ayala Land discount.
It is actually Alviera's 10th year this year. So this is a monumental year, hence we think it's really a great time to announce something big with you. Sige, let's start. Very easy to remember. We have the east of Alviera. We also have the city center. We have Alviera West. And if you notice, there's a green portion. It's like a ribbon wrapping around Alviera. So this is called the Alviera Greendale. So let's talk quickly about each of the cluster. So first, we have Alviera East. Nakadesign po ang clustering natin depende sa topography of the land. That's why most of the residential portion is in this area because this is the flatter portion of the estate. And then a little terrain is observed in the Central Business District and then increase again sa build-up na industrial. As Alvea mentioned kanina, this is a good sign that the market is really opening up. Not just in residential, but also in industrial and commercial, which Alviera both have that kind of investment profile. What else? So that's the East District. No? If we go to City Center, what's exciting about the City Center today, aside from the country club and Sandbox of course, we have launched our commercial block. And the number 2, Miriam College is currently nearing its completion and is about to start operation by next year. So what does this tell us? So way back to Nuvali, the key catalyst that took off Nuvali was actually the schools. A school is a good indication that an estate is about to take off because a school will not only drive traffic in terms of employment, the faculties, parents driving their kids to school, but also students. So what I'm trying to say is, the school po will be a catalyst for an estate to take off because it drives regular traffic. Susundin yung anak, ibabalik, may kakain and everything. So this will also drive transportation network and so many things. They will open by next year and Alviera is so excited for this because we feel that this will not only activate the estate in terms of the traffic, but also this would activate the commercial component of the estate, which I believe most of the sellers, the old buyers have been asking us for quite a long time already. And then we go to Alviera West. See, Alviera West is the mountainous area of Alviera. Currently, we have launched one parcel from another brand, but this is yet to be fully launched. We are still seasoning this site in the years to come. So for now, we're focusing on the CBD and in Alviera East. Alviera Greendale, if you're familiar, the battle cry of Alviera is urban living in nature. I've discussed a lot about the urbanity. The nature side of Alviera is its natural landscape, which is encapsulated by its greenbelt. Alviera Greenbelt is it's going to be the biggest linear park in Alviera, where we would have to maintain the nature element as we found it. The biggest anchor of the Alviera Greenbelt, if you're not yet familiar, is the Salle Botanical Garden. It's a 25-hectare botanical garden in partnership with the Salle University. So it will start construction by second quarter of next year. They would have different taxonomic gardens, research center. There would also be a chapel. So it would kick off the Greenbelt. So basically, that's how we need to remember the key elements in each of the cluster. Okay, so this is still the Alviera master plan, but this just shows the current activation per investment profile. So when we look at the blue ones, these are the residential portion of Alviera, and mostly we have saturated the east portion, and then we have quite a few residential in the CBD and in the west. In terms of industrial, the ones in purple, we have only 2 industrial parks which are currently sold out. Now in terms of commercial, way back 2017, before the pandemic, we were able to launch one. And just, I think, last year, we were able to launch another one. Again, this is a key indicator that the market has opened up because we were able to, again, gain traction in terms of big investment profile like industrial and even commercial properties. In terms of institutional, we currently have secured 2 partnerships. We have Miriam College, and then we also have Salle Botanical Gardens. And we are currently negotiating with more big schools to come in Alviera. Another one, we also have our leisure component with the country club and Sandbox, of course. Overall, Alviera is 1,800 hectares. We have activated around 414 hectares of development and infrastructure, most of which are concentrated in the east and central Alviera. Currently, we have around 1,500 workers, and we have around 130 residents. Our foot traffic for 2024, first half is around 50,000. We target to double or triple this by the end of the year until 2025. Some of the components of Alviera, what we're proud about the residential development of Alviera is we launched last 2014, and so far we have launched and we have been selling 9 villages. So that equates to at least 1 project launch per year. Mabilis po yun. In terms of momentum ng pagbenta ng mga residential villages, isa po yun sa pinakamabilis. Normally, naglo-launch po ng residential blocks 2-3 years right after the other. But for Alviera, we were able to do it 3 brands, 1 village per year. That is a testament of how good an investment a residential property in Alviera is. So aside from residential, so what would make a growing community of residential villages come alive is of course commercial. We have sold 2, but so far we have not yet activated or experienced any build-up. So the challenge here is of course, medyo chicken and egg po ito, no? We also can't force our commercial partners to build because for them to build, there has to be a business sense to them in terms of foot traffic. Currently, there's not a lot, and the key initiative for the estate is to seek this, to seek the commercial development in order to start the build-up. Later, I will talk more about that. So in terms of another good catalyst, as I mentioned earlier, is institutional partner. This is Miriam College, and they are currently 64% complete in terms of building construction. They will open by August 2025. Okay? Another one would be the Salle Botanical Garden. So this is a 25-hectare, again, botanical garden with several taxonomic gardens and research centers. We aim for this to be a destination location. This is the first in the Philippines, the biggest taxonomic gardens in the Philippines. In terms of leisure, of course, we have our Alviera Country Club, and we have opened again after the market closed for I think last 2022. And so far, we have been inviting around 25,000 people in terms of foot traffic. In terms of estate events, it has been quite a while since we held big events. Once again, we felt a little challenged when the pandemic opened because people weren't that mobile. So spending on big events was really a risk. But now, we were able to hold again. I don't know if you're familiar, but we just celebrated the 5th year of the Country Club with no less than Mr. Pure Energy Gary V. This was I think 2 weeks. Last September 21, it was very successful, a sold-out concert. Everyone enjoyed, and we were very glad to share the news to a lot of the members and non-members. And then once again, our goal for this year is to establish that Alviera could be both a great venue for intimate events, intimate concert, and even for big event grounds concert, which would lead us to another plan that we've been doing for the 4th quarter. We plan to do another concert, this time with Mr. Martin Rivera, just to engage everybody with Alviera's 10th year anniversary. And then for a bigger event venue, a week after that, we're planning to do a concert with no less than the Beanie Group. I don't know if you're familiar. Sikat po sila ngayon. We're currently curating the events ground outside Alviera. Hindi ko po alam kung nakikita nyo yung may land development papunta dito. So we're currently dealing with them to iron out the event process and programs. So hopefully this would create traction and news further for Alviera. So these are just some of the marketing awards that we received this year. No? some newspaper ads. We've been boosting Alviera in terms of PR because in terms of engagement, no, online and offline, we're a bit challenged. So we're really boosting in terms of PR. So now, I was rushing the presentation tayo dun sa meet of our estate updates. Again, Alviera has been here for 10 years now, quite a long time already, and the biggest challenge really would be commercial. I know we've sold a lot of residential lots and even houses in Alviera, and I believe they've been looking for commercial activation. Apparently, it has been a chicken and egg thing, no? Para mag-build ito pag may tao, who is gonna see this? So the estate has finally decided to seek the commercial activation so that we can invite further build-up externally. So the next big move, so this is a map, no? I don't know if you're familiar, but this is where the Alviera signage is. Yung big Alviera sa labas. Okay. This is the big signage, and currently, hindi ko alam kung nakita nyo, but meron ditong construction. Yes. So ano kaya yun? Familiar? Anybody told you what that construction is about? Wala pa? That actually is a driving range. It's a driving range. It has been a request for the Alviera Country Club members and for a lot of the non-members to have such a thing because normally people go out their way to Clark, to Anbaya, diba? To do golfing. But around the area, wala po tayo dito nun. The nearest would be in Angeles. And si Alviera, and abundant po yung lots natin. So we felt it was perfect for a driving range facility. This will be finished by end of November. And would like to invite everyone. We'll do a ribbon cutting. And sa lahat po ng mga dito, mga tatay na mahilig mag-golf, this is a perfect facility to bring your family with you. So ito po ang start ng ating activation. No? So this is the start. And by the way, this area where the signage is approximately 33 hectares. The driving range is only 3 hectares. There is still 30 hectares left. Ano yung gagawin natin doon, di ba? So what we intend to do is to create a new destination for the whole member of the family. So we'll cover the father, the mother, the kids, and even the pets. Yes, even the pets. Alam niyo ba, this year we just got approval to open the country club for pet owners. So we're really, kumbaga, evolving. We're evolving, diba? Welcoming everybody. So what we plan to do is to create a new destination because si Alviera is tucked in. We're a little challenged in terms of location, di ba? Wala tayong masyadong frontage. For people to come in, there must be a great reason for them to come inside Alviera. So we want to create a destination. What are the elements of this destination? You remember there's still 13 hectares left, di ba? So the 13 hectares would contain a food park, a food hall, a covered food hall. Diba? Kasi mainit sa Alviera, so we want to make sure na when you're eating, it's comfortable. What else? We're also working on a signature attraction or an entertainment park. It's a theme park. It's a bigger Sandbox. Okay, so that's what we plan to do. And then, the public space is where we are holding the. Okay, so this is again a 3-hectare events ground. So it's going to look like this. So the driving range is here. This is Avida Settimgs. The events ground is here. The stage area is going to be here only when needed. So when there's a concert, when you're approaching, the stage is here, and the backdrop is our mountain ranges. So it's a good online, PR, photo, and everything. What they want in Alviera is to be Instagrammable in a modern way. So there's landscaping, plus there's modern activity. So I think that's what we need, and we're doing that. What else? Aside from public spaces, you're familiar with the visitor center, right? We're currently renovating that, and that will be finished by end of November. We're doing a permanent one, just like the one in the valley. So this is a permanent visitor center. We will curate this. There will be scale models, enough material so that we can tour your clients around the visitor center. We will also have a recharge station, and ito medyo a little far-fetched pa, the accommodation. Once this create enough traction, then we can further justify this. But what I can commit with you is this first portion. Because once this takes off, then we will have the reason to finally launch an accommodation. We're going to have a mobility station. So a mobility station is like a modern Shell or Petron where you have your usual gasoline station and then there will be retail element on the side. I don't know if you're familiar, but there is a triangle in the gateway of Alviera where the temporary visitor center is. That's a triangle, a 1 hectare triangle, and this is what we plan to convert into a mobility station. It makes sense if there's a gasoline station here, a recharge station, and then there's retail. So it's like the one you normally pass by anyways. Kasi ito po yung daanan ng mga trucks natin, di ba? So it's a mobility station. The retail element will be here, where the Alviera signage is. This is going to be the driving range and then the events ground. So now, when you enter Alviera, you will be welcomed by a retail on your right, and then a gasoline station on your left. And once you enter, that would be an events ground, and then there's a driving range leading to Sandbox, Country Club, Miriam, and then the Salle Botanical Garden. So it's going to be a whole different story, more dynamic, more colorful in terms of estate experience. So in time for November and December, we are planning again to open the driving range by November 2024. I don't know if you've been to the Valley driving range, but this is going to be exactly the same with the Valley driving range. So this would offer 6 a.m. breakfast until dinner at 10 p.m. So there will be 2 shifts and they would offer coffee, beers, there would also refreshments. Because normally sa driving range, people go there to, aside golf, diba? They're there to chit-chat, to catch up. And then by December 2024, we're currently negotiating with ABC Ben Production for me by December 2024. So with this, we hope we can further bring the awareness of the estate of Alviera in Porac Pampanga with this concert. So these are some of the big things that we'd like to share with you. We're currently fine-tuning the details, but we're there. We're getting there. Okay? We will announce further as we get further details. And I think that's about it. Thank you.